Yo, what's up, Bleach fans? This is Rafael from C Manga, and I'm here to give you a review of chapter 537, Everything But the Rain, Op.10, the Prince of Light. Yeah, good chapter. I really enjoyed this. This was a very good chapter if you like storytelling and stuff being cleared up and basically a lot of information being told. Um, we find out why Masaki was killed, and we see a very mad thing at the end of the chapter. I had a suspicion about this before, but I thought it was just kind of a crack theory, but I'll get to that in a bit. So yeah, basically Ishin explains to Ichigo why his mother was killed, and 9 years ago, and he said everything was what not it seemed. You obviously thought Ground Fisher killed her, and no, that wasn't the case. Masaki was very strong, as we know, we saw. She couldn't be killed by something like that, and there was something. He explains, oh, you know about blood vein, and he's like, yeah. He explains that it's basically the Urahara told Ichigo this, to do with a technique where you build up. I think it was Ryatsu or something into the vein, so it's like solid steel. And he's like, yeah, that's correct. He's like, blood vein was basically only something pure Quincy's could have, but an impure Quincy can learn it. So I guess that explains why Ichigo can gain it, because he's impure, but it's possible to learn. But how he got that is weird. But I'm guessing when he was in the cage, maybe that's when he learned it, because it was forced out through habit rather than like him deliberately doing. Because Ichigo's done that quite a lot in the past when he's training and then something's come out subconsciously, not deliberate. So anyway, back to the point. Yeah, basically Masaki was killed because the Juhabash, it was his fault, and he basically was this thing called Ashwalan. It was holy selection, where he would select basically pure Quincy's, because he was sealed away obviously 1,000 years ago, which we know was obviously the battle between him and Yamato. And they said it's like because he was a sealed king, it would take 900 years for him to get his heart back, another 90 for him to get his intelligence back, and another 9 to get his powers back. So to get his powers, obviously he did the holy selection where you select pure Quincy's, and then any impure Quincy's he would kill them. So he took their powers because he deemed them as impure and worthless, and that's what he did. He took Masaki's powers, and that's what got her killed, because she couldn't obviously stand up against Ground Fisher. Also, he says he asked Ichigo if he knew about Uryu's mom, and he's like, he never told me anything about that. And he's like, well, the same thing. 9 years ago, on 17th of June, she lost consciousness, and then 3 months later she was killed because she was very weak. And he said it was him as well. Juhabash took her powers, so basically that's how he gained these powers back. So yeah, it was him. I remember kind of making a speculation it's either Juhabash or Aizen, but I guess it makes sense for Juhabash to be involved, seeing as it was a Quincy thing, and yeah, it was basically it makes more sense basically rather than just some half-assed theory. And yeah, Ichigo was like, why would someone do that? How could he do this? And it's like, Ishin says he's the Quincy king. He does what he wants. Quincy's were made from his blood. He's the creator, the original. And if he finds any mixed blood, they're kind of like, mongrels or mixed breeds to him. He'll use them for how he feels fit. And he, instead of just killing Masaki and Katagiri, he killed them, took their powers, and then killed them or let them die. And that's when I was a bit confused. I was like, so what about Ichigo and Ishtar, Uryu? Wouldn't you have killed them? But I'm guessing because Ichigo's a special case, and we heard before he wanted to knock him out, resuscitate him, and take his re-educate him, or basically brainwash. He probably wants to use him. And Uryu, well, guess he has something else in plan for him, because we haven't seen him in a while. Anyway, so after all that reveal, we have Ichigo thinking like, you know what Juhabash was saying to him before, I woke up your powers too early, your memories haven't regained everything. So that's how the blood vein was gained, because it was basically magic, I guess, or something, or some sort of technique Juhabash did that awoken his powers, his Quincy powers inside of him. and he's like, you know, my son born in darkness. Ichigo remembers that because he has blood from Juhabash in him, and instead of freaking out or crying or raging like most people think, he looked at his dad and he said, "Dad, thank you," you know. And Ishin was like, yeah, I think he was actually surprised because he was like, right, he's like, yeah, he's like, okay. And this is what I was glad to see, because Ichigo, he took this in a more composed, manly way. He was like, you know, he looks composed, he looks ready, he looks complete in some weird way. I think it's like, you know, the biggest character villain ever. And I think he's got some sort of closure from his mum's death. That's been hanging on his shoulders for 9 years. So I'm guessing hearing this now, knowing that he wasn't he wasn't to blame anyway, but knowing now he knows the real reason for his mum's death, that's a load off, really and truly. So yeah, he was leaving the shop now, and Ikumi, you know, the shopkeeper he works for, she brings his Shinigami badge back and saying, you know, you forgot this, and obviously this is symbolic to say, you know, your Shinigami pass, this is who you are. You are several other things, but who do you identify yourself as? And he picks it and he's like, you know, Dad, I'm going. And I can only assume he's probably going to go back to the Royal Guard and, you know, sort them the Asuchi out and try and get freaking accepted so he can get his own toe fixed, you know. So yeah, man, Ichigo looks like he's a new man. So anyway, that's what I really liked about this chapter, some character development. The next thing we see now is we're in the Quincy Pass and Juha is, you know, all smug like, where's the subject, Hajwald? And he's like, he's coming in now. And then who do we see? Uryu Ishtar. Yes, he's wearing Vanderich clothes, and he's like, he's been dubbed the name Prince of Light, as the chapter's called, by Juhabash. He's like, you know, what's up, Prince of Light? And Uryu's like, oh, shall we work together? And he's like, yeah, okay, Prince of Light, let's go. So Uryu's on the bad side. I remember saying this before, that I thought reason why he didn't come is because he's probably gonna go and confront Ryukun, or go into the Prince, the Quincy Castle. And I had a feeling maybe he's gonna confront him and try to fight him alone, or he'll join sides. And it seems like joining sides was more of the obvious, or not the obvious, is the conclusion we've got now. And even though he's on the bad side, I think this is probably going to be another thing. Like, again, he's playing, going to try and play Juhabash. Juhabash killed his mum. You really think he's just going to join like that and go against his friends? No, I don't think so. So I think this is probably going to be some inner rebel thing. He's like going to try and kill from the inside kind of thing. And think about it, Ryukin was in this chapter, and he was like, the way he was looking at Kataguri's picture and everything, I can assume he knows what Uryu's going to do. He wouldn't just let his son go off and get himself killed or get captured, because that's another theory I was thinking. Maybe they captured him, knocked him out, resuscitated him, re-educated him, so he's a brainwashed Quincy now. But I don't think that happened. I think it's the first option. He's pretended to be evil. He's probably gonna, you know, try and gain Juhabash's trust. That might even mean fighting Ichigo, so there's going to be some mad drama, but I do think it's to get revenge. I don't think he's just going to like join up and that's it. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to see. Ichigo is a new man by the looks of it. I'm hoping we'll see some more development and him getting his powers back and stuff. I don't want to see him with Kingsley powers, please no, just give him his Shinigami stuff back. That's better off. Quincy is Uryu's stuff, man. That's his theme, and this is technically his arc, so let's keep it that way. Want to see, you know, some sort of conflict, and it's gonna probably be like a Naruto Sasuke kind of thing with Ichigo trying to bring Uryu back into this. But yeah, I know I've got a lot to say about this chapter, but a lot was said and done, and it was really great. Good character development, good storytelling, good clearing up, and that big reveal and surprise at the end was good. So I'm expecting some drama later on in Bleach and some madness to happen, and yeah, really good. I don't usually rate, but I give it a 10 out of 10 because I enjoyed it. I really do find this chapter really interesting and stuff. Like I said, it was just really, we had everything in it, the sadness, the drama, and no action, but you know, I don't care for that. So I'm done, nothing else to say. I enjoyed it, I can't wait for the next one. So what about you guys? Did you enjoy what you saw? Let me know what you thought. opinions and predictions for next chapter. Also, like if you leave us a like, so if you like the video and the chapter, and subscribe for more content in the channel, and I'll speak to you guys in the next chapter.